Hello everybody, this is Simon with what may be the last episode of this game. I think there is only one thing to do, that is kill Dracula, and it's certainly a nice setting for that. I have no idea where we are, because I didn't see a stage map. So maybe this is just one room below or so, in hell, I guess. I don't know, it looks rather fancy, doesn't it? And the number of upgrades is pretty similar to what we got last time before the boss. So yeah, I guess we get the boss immediately. I'm wondering if we get a separate password from the last time, because if we have to do this directly after killing Soleil, that would be pretty hard, wouldn't it? 4 targets, huh? Oh no, wait, these are the 4 orbs from the castle bosses, which we didn't kill. Oh, oh my, how do you dodge this? That does a lot of damage. Seriously, how do you dodge this? Okay. Also, how do you deal damage? That is a lot to take in. I mean, I guess we will quickly find out what it means to game over here, and I guess I will just have to find out how to dodge and how to actually damage the guy. I mean, it's probably the final boss then. We do get the fire whip guaranteed, that's interesting. Didn't forget that you can slide down. You still have to activate him, which is weird. But yeah, it's probably a positioning thing. I will try to dodge for a bit before we see anything like down to the right. No. Maybe to the edge of things. Okay, let's see here now. I can't hit him. Okay, so there's a trick to this. Down and to the right. I don't know where to stand on this issue. Maybe you can hit the... No? Well, that's a bit weird. So, let's see here. First of all, let's check out the password. Okay. And continue. Okay, looking good. So we can't just do this forever. That is fine. That is basically what I would have liked for Soleil, to be quite honest. I don't know if I'm going to redo this walk up to the boss every time. Maybe I will, just for convenience, in this case, allow myself a save state right in front, because, you know, there is nothing to be gained here. That is just tedium. I know that last time I said the boss run is helping me think, but in this case I think it's just wasting my time a bit, because I don't know what to think. I have no idea what to do. How do you dodge this? Like, I don't know, maybe I'll just have to wait it out until I can start doing things. Okay, at least that didn't hit me. Here. No. Maybe I should just go as far away as possible then. Last time this didn't hit me. Now it did. Wow, that was not enough time to react. So yeah, instead of redoing this walk up all the time, which is obviously a terrible idea for the Let's Play, and if I had practiced this before and I would just show you the successful fight, of course, I am just going to try again while I figure out how to even do this. I mean, considering that you can do this forever on hardware, I wouldn't even call that super unfair. I mean, it's just like you have to find out what to do, I guess. This one should be okay. And well then, let's see what happens then. I hope that I can find it out, because so far it looks like, don't know, you don't even get the sub-weapon. Okay, there has to be a trick, like you have to hit these things. Oh, I did damage him now while it was forming, I think. I really do not have a lot of margin of error here, huh? Ah, that is bad. I don't know. I'm really sorry, but this is eluding me at the moment. I'm confident that eventually I will find the place to stay, but maybe you just have to hit him real quick. But these hitboxes and all of that, it's just a bit too big. And coming too quickly as well. Wait a second. Maybe I must... I thought I had the dodge. Maybe I have to hit his head? Not now though. Ooh, wow, that was almost killed. No. That was the no damage sound. Okay, I don't know when to hit him and I don't know how to dodge him. That's a good start. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting this to be so terrible to begin with. I have no idea what to do. That is very... Wow, that was a dodge, huh? It's very rare. I've rarely felt so incredibly powerless against the boss. Like, really do not know. After, before... I damaged him once, I think, didn't I? I thought I had the timing correct here, but I did it. Probably just stay as far away as possible from him. Okay, this does work. Okay. No. I still haven't damaged him, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Let's see if I reload. I think he lost like 1 bar. Still not a good thing. Okay, so I should be safe here, right, when he does that. Okay, I have to duck and then I'm safe. Good. Oh, I did damage him a lot now. It must be the head then. Okay. This is not safe. It can't be safe. It's not safe. But yeah, the head. Okay, am I safe here if he does that? No, not quite. Damn. Okay, but that is something at the very least. That is something. Whew. It is really rough though. But you must hit the head. Must hit the head. I really know where to stand for every attack. That is super weird. Like, man. Yeah. Here? No. Okay, if he's going there, then I guess I'll have to stand here, maybe? At the very edge? No! Where the fuck is safe then? But yeah, it is the head, it is the head. Oh my god. Also, if you hit him like that, you're always going to stand next to him. And then you can't go into your perfect dodging position. So do they actually expect you to dodge him like on the fly? Because I'm sorry that I now know that this is going to be the first 2 moves, but on the other hand, it causes me to get hit a lot, so I don't know. Okay. Let's focus a bit here and try to get this right, but I don't know. Also, let's see here. If I go here, that also works? No, it has to be the other side. God, he's always going to repeat that the first 2 times now. But now it's random again. Something like that. Hit him once and retreat. Okay. Like that? No. It's very hard to find the sweet spot to dodge there. Okay, that doesn't help obviously, but still, that's... wow, okay. So this time I won't get damaged at the start more or less intentionally by going to the left corner, because I know that he's going to spawn there. Yeah, that is definitely a little bit cheaty, but you know, still trying to figure out stuff here. Where is safe? Where is safe? That is like the eternal rhythm of this fight. I did get hit twice, you know, right? Just for the daring to try and hit him. If I can't get him, then I should at least be able to dodge him, but I'm not. I don't know where to stand. This is a big issue. That's really a bad boss. I mean, until now I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but this does not feel good at all. It's absolutely unfun. I can't tell you how bad this is. I mean, it's probably obvious from watching, but it's absurd how little in control I feel at all times. I mean, yes, it is the final boss, there should be some kind of challenge here, but I don't know what they were thinking with this. Seriously? Also, I think he's plain immune to the fireballs. Is this? No, it's not. It's not. How would I be able to react to this? There are too many variables. Especially considering that Christopher is too slow to just go wherever. At least you don't have to jump here. But if you want to be safe, then you can't hit him. Like so. Guess I should have stayed up there. Know this psychically, and you make one mistake again, you're gonna get double fucked. And you can only afford to get hit 3 times. What is this? It's utter nonsense. Like, I thought Soleil was just gonna be a bit of an outlier, but this is just I don't get it, and it feels bad that I don't get things. I consider myself a smart man, you know. It should be safe if I stay here, safe-ish. But okay, so you can't reach him at all up there. Okay. And it's not even easy to hit him at all. Like, this alone would be hard if he didn't also blanket the entire screen in things. And usually I would think at this point that I'm missing something, but you don't really have many options. Here? Where is it even safe? I mean, I've tried a few times now, but I still haven't figured out where to even stand with this attack. Okay, this was done. Stand here in the corner. This corner here, right? Okay, you have to jump it. Okay, some of these positions I'm starting to learn. No. And it seems almost entirely random to me where the balls are even coming from. And I really would have to memorize at all times. Like, I don't know if he's always shooting them in the same angle. It should be the case, hopefully. Like this one here, it always flies the same way. So yeah, probably he is, depending on the position. But that means that for every decision, for every position of his, and for every direction, I would have to learn where to stand in order to not get hit. And that is just completely unacceptable to my opinion. Like some of these I can be far enough away to deal with them on the fly, but this one, for example, no way. I have to know where to stand in advance. And as I said, this is not acceptable game design in any era, in my opinion. Like, you are hopelessly outmatched in this. And it's not like, I mean, that's a petty complaint, but the music isn't even fun. Thought maybe that was safe, but it was not. It's gonna come from below. It comes from below. You're still not safe. Okay. What do you do if he's standing here? Okay. This timing. Probably should not even attempt that. There. Okay. No then. Where do I stand with this attack? Like that, okay. From the middle, it should be okay. What now? Wow, okay. Slowly, slowly, I guess. That's insane, like, you have to be so consistent for so long. This is, it's rare, but I don't even see myself doing this. Like, I gotta be quite honest with you. I mean, eventually, maybe. But this is one of these fights where I say, like, I'm going to fuck up at some point, and just even if I memorize all of this beforehand, like write them down somewhere. First of all, this is not how I want to play. Second of all, it's not how I'm good at playing things. Like, let's just practice here. No, wrong timing. And see, the thing is, you always have to get the timing right as well. Because I don't think that you can even dodge that when he's in the middle without jumping. So it's not only about positioning, you also have to do the right actions. And that means that you can fuck up these actions, and that means that I will. And yeah. How did I get hit there? I don't know about you, but I'm not having fun. Come on! How was I supposed to dodge this? I mean, I've certainly entered the complaining stage of the fight now, but seriously? I fail to see how they want you to do this. I sincerely fail to see how they want you to do this. And I mean, having to redo the 30 seconds on top is not the worst thing in the world. It's certainly preferable to what Soleil asked you to do. But still would be pretty grating, I think. Yeah, it's so precise where you have to stand and how you have to act. And it's just too big. Too much of the screen is filled up by Christopher. It's... wow. As I said, it just feels unsurmountable. And I don't like it. I mean, I don't know, maybe just he's not random, like always coming from the same... Why do I always get hit on the same side? I think maybe he's always going top-wise, and here maybe? Still too close to the edge, okay. Is he starting to get random at some point, or is it always going to be the same positions? Because in the first game he always had the same cycle. So at least you could learn that, even though it was vastly easier, of course, because at some point you had all the 4 positions mapped out in your head. Okay, duck here on this corner. Then he goes top left. Closer to here, I guess? No, you can't hit him there. Let's just start over, it's obviously lost already. Oh. Sorry for this being that rash, but I'm getting annoyed, and I'm pretty sure that you are getting annoyed as well. Okay, at least you can hit him afterwards. Okay, he's going here, so I'm gonna go here. No, closer to the middle. Can't even hit him there. Oh yeah, now I'm obviously fucked already. That's wonderful. I shouldn't try to hit him if he goes there. Yes, that is my fault by now, I should know that. But really, I think the biggest problem is that this is really not the way I want to play from the get-go, and that kind of... See, that is just... it's so precise how you have to be. So annoyingly precise. Okay, get away from there. No. Middle. Jump. No. But it is always the same pattern. So I guess I could map this out slowly but surely. To get the timing right here so that I can even attempt to get away from him. Okay, I did. That is good. Middle here. Yes. Okay, he's gonna get there, so I can't even afford. Gonna get to the corner and jump. Okay, middle. Yes. Get here and jump. No. To the top platform, jump. Now we're starting up to be completely blind again because I've only mapped out the first part, I guess. What do I do now? Not this. That is it's so stupid. It's so stupid. And I don't know if that depends on my save state or not. You know what? I'm gonna restart now, and if he's doing completely random things, then I am going to restart from the save state and just memorize this somehow. No, not like that. Okay, let's just see what happens if I die. Let's just see what happens if I die. Maybe I should use the spikes for that. Oof. Oh yeah, and also let's see what happens if I game over. But first, Why do I keep getting money from the first one, by the way? But it seems a little bit pointless. Though I guess at some point you will get an extra life from money. Though probably not if you start at 0. Oh, this is such a mess. Okay, so how is he going to act? Probably start from the top? Yes. Okay. First two moves are the same at least. You have to already be there and be ducked. Third move is the same. This one is the same. You can sneak a hit in, I guess. Just stay here then. Yeah, and then he will go top, I think. How do I dodge this? No? To the right, then to the top. And maybe then to the bottom. But it seems to be always the same pattern. So I can really only guess. Yeah, they always start here. Okay, so the save state doesn't actually make it easier. That is something at least. So I can just continue doing that with clear conscience. But that does mean that the designers, they want you to memorize this fight, the entire pattern. I can't see any other way. Like, I tried, and I'm not bad at platformers, but this seems completely impossible to me to do on reaction alone. Like, seriously. I really don't get how you would even try to do that without extensively memorizing every single move he does, which is basically what we have to do. And this is really grating and an absolute shame. A terrible end to this otherwise pretty good game. Yeah, top. What do I do when he's top? Where is safe here? I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out after a few more tries to get this right. But wow, this is really going to leave a sour taste at the end. It's a crying shame that the I wouldn't even call it difficulty has been ramped up so much, because this is just garbage. It's really, really bad and unfun. And I cannot even begin to understand how they arrived at this point here from such good beginnings. Like, they really, really did well in updating Chillstoffer's terrible first adventure up until this point. But now this, it baffles the mind how bad it is. I didn't even try here, like I didn't know. Here, no. Here, maybe from the back. Okay, how do you dodge the top one? How do you do it? I mean, wait, I'm a fucking idiot. I know how to dodge the top one. It's the first move he starts with. Oof. And that is the second one he starts with. So does that mean that the pattern repeats at that point? That might be good, because then you could actually at some point do that. I mean, at some point the pattern has to repeat, otherwise it's not a pattern. Okay, dodge the top like that, he goes to the bottom left. Hit him once like that, go to the top here, duck. Go to the middle, duck. Doesn't have to be ducking, it's fine. Hit him once, no. Okay, here you jump like that, yes. Okay, he goes to the bottom. I think the bottom is kind of the biggest issue I have so far. Maybe to the top middle? How do you dodge this? You see, also the thing is I keep forgetting this. It's just too much for me at once. Just personal preference on how to deal with... No, he's not going. He's going here. Oh, okay. I mean, if you say so. Where does he go to? Does the pattern repeat now? It's too late for me. Maybe I could just stay at the bottom platform. Yes, the pattern repeats now. Middle? Ah, too far to the left. Okay, but I think I can do this now. I see the light at the end of the horizon. That is a bad mangling of metaphors, Simon. That was terrible. You should feel ashamed for yourself. But yeah, it just means I have to pull it off, which is going to suck. But it's going to be possible. And I appreciate things being made possible for me game. This looked very dynamic. So how do you dodge this then? No? Oh well. Yeah, I should not. Go here. He's not going to repeat the pattern yet, I think. He's going to go to the middle. Yes. Still don't know how to dodge the middle though. Oh yeah, right. Right, here. Now the pattern repeats, so I have time. Yes, I do. No! Well, how? Did I get up? Or... Okay, here, yes. Well, I mean, if you can see into the future, it's not that bad. Here. Forgot how to dodge it. Oh yeah, like that. Okay, wonderful. Oh fuck! Okay, I flapped it. I just slipped off. That was a pure execution error, but yeah. I mean, there you have it. That's what you have to do. You have to memorize every second of the fight. Absolutely and utterly brilliant. Like, wow, I'm in awe. I am in awe. This is just that. It is just that. I mean, I appreciate now I'm able to do it. Yes, but too early. Maybe I should try to hit him from there. No, I have to wait. This is timing, so two of them are timing, and some of them are... Just stay here, just stay here. Middle? Yes. Okay, you can actually listen to the sound cue for this. And everything from now on is just gonna be practice. Unless I actually do it, which I kind of doubt. Middle. Go to the left. Here. Jump. Yes. Yes, here. Sound cue. Yes. Oh my, I landed into him. That's a bit sad, but otherwise, yeah. Then the only thing I don't know how to dodge is the directly right from me. But maybe if I just stay on this platform here, if I remember correctly how it looked like. But we're gonna get a chance to try it out in a second. Ah, too far to the right. You see, consistency. I've done this like 20 times now, and now I fuck it up because... Alright, let's just restart. It's... I really don't like doing that, you know, that memorization stuff and always having to do the same thing, because I'm bad at it, I'm really bad at it, and also it's terrible game design. But I react even worse to it than other people do, because I am simply bad at it, as I said. Like, having to redo the same actions again and again, many players that are not me by now would have just said, okay, well then I figure it out, and just did it on their first try after figuring it out, but I can't. I simply cannot. I am absolutely unable to do this. See? Even with the sound cue. Okay, here. Let's not do anything but stay here. I think this is how... No, stay to the right of the platform. Yes. Okay, top one is here, then he repeats the pattern. No, he goes middle first. Okay, sound cue. Yes, and you have to land on the top platform. And now the pattern repeats. And I still got a hit of leeway left. Let's see. Here. Check once, go to the middle. Yes, where is he going? Here, yes, right. Go here and jump. Too early. So I have to not fuck up the sound. Here! Wow, I did it. Okay. To the right, hopefully. Yes! Forgot where he was going to go, but no, that doesn't really matter. Middle? Yes. It does matter because I have to... Fuck! Do the sound cue again, and I panicked. One more hit left. One more hit left. Okay. Here's hoping that I get it consistent. Haha, me and consistent. Ah, for fuck's sake! No, nah, let's just restart right now. Think I will just concentrate now. Repeat. Fucked it up, but still didn't get hit, so that's nice. Don't try to Dark Souls it. Just take this one. And what the? What the? How did he not die? Okay. Okay. Almost got Dark Souls. Like one more hit left. And panic. There is no second phase? Please don't tell me there is a second phase. Jesus fucking Christ, what a garbage piece of shit boss that was. Oh my god, that there is no second phase. Castlevania crumbles. I did it. I beat the game. Oh. Oh, that was thoroughly unpleasant. Like in the first game, I gotta say, it feels good now that I beat him. There is that familiar adrenaline rush, which people play Dark Souls for. Again, sorry for the comparison. I really like Dark Souls. It's appropriate if it has the same feelings attached, I think. But still, wow. An awesome cape, by the way. Is that Christopher's? Or is it Soleil? Like, I literally cannot tell, but I mean, Soleil had the white overall, and so I guess Christopher is meant to have had a cape this entire time. Did he steal it from Dracula? That would be awesome. Which war? It was just us. Okay, so post-mortem on the game. The first 4 stages are quite fine. They may be a bit easy. I have looked it up. There is one extra path which I failed to take, which is combined power. Soleil didn't do anything. Which I failed to take in the Crystal Castle, where the floor conveyors are utilized again, so they are not just bafflingly there in the first room where they don't do anything and then don't get repeated. Granted, that's fair. Otherwise, the first 4 stages sometimes lack a bit on potential, but they're fine, they're fun. They could do more with their gimmicks, but it's a nice romp through them. Castlevania, the first level, ramps the difficulty up in a nice way, has a boss that is reasonable. I think it's not good per se, it's not super great that you have to stay on top of the autoscroller all the time, but it's fine by me. I wouldn't complain too much about the level. Castlevania 2 is a fine level. It's perfectly fine. It utilizes the gimmicks which were underutilized before quite well. It is quite fun to play through, even though I did a terrible job because I was just bad at it. Soleil is another story. Soleil is really fucking hard and requires a level of manipulation which I rarely had to do in any of the games I've played before. That was really a rude awakening for me, and the checkpoint is just cruel that you have to redo half the level. That is completely unacceptable, and I think most people would have stopped there. This boss, I think I've said enough about Dracula himself. It's absurd nonsense that you have to basically memorize the entire fight and always have to do the exact same movements through quite a long fight and never have to deviate from that pattern in any way, that is bullshit. not not afraid to call it that. That is absolute nonsense, and it was not fun to try and do that. In the end, pulling it off felt okay, I guess. Yeah, it felt good. I grant them that. But the way there was just not fun in the slightest. The story is complete nonsense, but I don't care. Okay, credits? Or just music? Ah, there's the credits. So I guess about the story, I think it's rather interesting that they made a sequel with the same protagonist again and had him rescue the son, who is apparently fully grown up, I guess. And that instead of switching it around, for example, you're the new protagonist, you're the son, you're called after the son, you know, Soleil, as in French, and you have to stop your father who was corrupted by Dracula or something. No, that's actually the other way around, and it's really weird that you have to beat up 4 bosses, which then take their essence away from you instead of you taking the orbs. I guess that explains why all the other Castlevania protagonists always take the orbs, because otherwise they would actually enable the boss to exist or something. But the entire power transfer from Dracula to Soleil, who then makes the castles, and then the castles resurrect Dracula, that just seems like they're pulling special energy powers out of thin air. That makes no fucking sense. Anyway, overall, this is a very powerful story that definitely teaches us how corporeal punishment is absolutely needed in our world, because if your son is misbehaving and summoning Dracula, all you need to do is whip the fuck out of him until he comes to his senses, becomes a good, obedient little boy again. Thank you very much for your attention. There's some nice music, gotta say though.